Hey, welcome back to module number 30, pricing and monetization mastery, the wealth architecture of an AI color agency. Now, your central principle here is pricing control your wealth. It's very simple. Your agency income is determined not by how many clients you sign, but by how you price the value you deliver. Meaning, mastering Mastering this is the most critical part of running this agency. Now, the mindset shift is you do not sell the AI, you sell the outcome. The common mistake that majority of people do is basically charging like a freelancer. So basically trading their time for money, which basically cap your income. Or underpricing due to fear, basically letting in the insecurity or not valuing exactly what they're providing as a solution for the business, or setting the feature, focusing too much on the AI, the tool, the automations, the LLM, the tonality, things that the clients don't really value that much. Instead, the correct approach is basically clients don't really buy AI. We have sold over 1,000 clients and none of them were interested in the AI. They were interested more in fixing the expensive problem that they have, which is calling on time, which is following up on time, which is getting appointments into their calendar, meaning more appointments, more sales calls, more revenue. That's all they care about. So focus more on lowering their payroll costs because they don't want to be paying salaries for things that can be automated and done by the solution that we provide. Instant lead response. This is what they care about. The high show-up rates for the appointments that they booked, and so on and so forth. These are what clients are looking for. Now, the high-ticket positioning sequence is very simple. To command premium prices, you must establish value before discussing the cost. Follow this sequence exactly how we do it. So you start with the authority, and the authority is very simple. Position yourself as the expert in this specific problem. Meaning, if you focus on one niche, as I explained to you before, you're always going to come off as the authority in that niche. The more you mix niches and talking about, you can deliver results for plumbers, you can deliver results for clinics, you can deliver results for real estate. This is becoming Mr. Know Everything, which basically gets the authority out of the window automatically. These are business owners. They know when you're talking shit. So you want to make sure you have the authority and you prove it to them by being the experts in that specific niche. Proof. You're going to show them tangible results with case studies and testimonials, which we already provide in multiple niches, whether you're doing real estate, car dealerships, any niche you ask us for, we have clients who operate in that niche, which you can use as proof for you because you're using the same technology that we use. Simple. Now, the offer is detailed to the outcome-driven solution you provide. You don't want to be giving them results. You don't want to be giving them outcomes they don't really value, because the more you know the pain points about that niche, the more that you create the offer that's basically customized for that specific niche. I'll give you an example. Some niches, they don't care much about follow-up. And some niches, they care more about follow-up because that's the money. Because that's where the money is. Because they're high tickets and they want to make sure they follow up with the prospect a lot more because the decision takes time. It's a high ticket. If it's a low ticket, you don't want to follow up that much. I'm not saying you don't have to follow up at all, but it's not as necessary as acquiring people on first call because it's a low tickets. People won't question the cost and they will pay. Now, the pricing. Present the investment only after the value is clear and undeniable. You don't want to drop the price before you explain to people the kind of outcome they will be getting. Because if you want to sell me something and you just drop the price automatically without me knowing what you're going to fix, it's always going to be expensive. It's all the time. But if you manage to ask me the right question for me to tell you the kind of money that I'm losing on a daily basis or monthly basis, you can take that amount of money versus the costs, versus the investment that I will have to put into such solution to fix the problem, and I can actually see if it makes sense or not. The more it's less expensive than what I'm paying, the more I'm happy to move forward. And so it's very simple. Now here's the 4 pillars of pricing. The complete AI caller agency offer is built on 4 distinct revenue streams. So number 1 is the setup fee. Whether you're going to go for a custom package or something like that, you want to charge for setup fee. And the amount can vary from client to client, from size of the company to size of company. You can go from $500 to $2,000 a one-time payment, setting up the AI caller for them and giving them access and stuff. So it covers the onboarding, the strategy, the system build-outs, paid 100% upfront. You don't want to do this on a monthly basis. It's the setup fee. You pay it for the setup before you start any work. Now, pillar number 2 is the monthly retainer. So this is where you're making money from basically recurring fee for the system, access to the system, the support, the reporting, the ongoing optimization. So all of that is covered by that $1,000 to $3,000 a month that you'll be charging. Now, pillar number 4, which is the cost per minute. There is a cost per minute that you have to charge for these clients. It's the AI voice. It's normal. It's this AI cost. This AI voice cost is separate than the telephony cost. So I want you to understand these two costs is very simple. If a client asks you why I should pay per minute where I have to pay again for the telephony, it's very simple. And this objection, we've had it many times because it's sometimes new for people to understand. You still have to pay a salary for someone who's going to make the call, and you still have to pay for the SIM card or the telecommunication who's giving you the minute to call, right? It's very common sense. It's the same thing with AI. You pay for the voice AI, and then you pay for the telephony. It's very simple. This is how you explain it to them. It's logical, and it doesn't sound wrong at all. So you charge them between 20 to 25, even 30 if you want to, per minute, and that gives you a scalable and also passive income based on how much they scale. So the more they scale, the more that minutes basically grow with you. It's a compound effect every month. Now, pillar number 4 is the upsell. And the upsell can go from $300 to $2,000 per month. And this can be additional, helping them with client acquisition, helping them with increase the LTV, helping them basically connecting multiple CRMs into the platform or creating multiple automations such as SMS notifications, email notifications, and so on and so forth. Things that's outside of the scope of work of having an AI voice caller. You're only selling the voice AI caller at this stage. But obviously, there's always going to be upsells that you can do, but you can only provide them when you see it's the right time for them to pay for it. You don't want to come from the first month charging for the voice AI, charging for automation, charging for this, charging for that. They're all looking for voice AI. They're not looking for automation at this stage because it's outdated, it breaks, and everybody's just not being able to crack the code to it properly for it to deliver the exact result that they want, actually. Now, the 4-tier system for monthly retainers is very simple. You go from $1,000 to $1,500 a month, small business or those who wants AI automations. Now, tier 2 is the growth. And these start from $1,500 to $2,500 a month. These are established businesses aiming to scale their lead conversion and follow-up. Now, the tier 3 is the premium one. These guys already have a system in place. They just want speed. So they go from $2,500 to $4,000 a month with high volume clients who acquire advanced multiple workflows. And then there is the enterprise where you basically cashing out at this stage, doing between $4,000 to $15,000 a month, which we already have these clients. It's multiple location businesses, those who needs custom scope deployments. They have multiple places that they have to deploy the AI caller and so on and so forth. You do not want to focus on the second, third, and fourth yet. I want you to focus on the starter for now because it's easy to close and they don't require too much technical scope of work that would put you in a place where you have to basically hire people to do it for you and so on and so forth. These are only going to take you a couple of minutes to set up on the platform, and you can deliver a result as soon as possible. So stick to those small starter businesses first. Once you pass 20 clients, then I would suggest to go for the growth one because you already have clients, you have case studies, and you have confidence to actually run the business with no mistakes. Now, here's the ROI anchor. Make your price seem insignificant by anchoring it against the high cost of the client's current problem, which is I explained to you before. You don't want your price to be higher than the problem that they are facing. If they're losing $20,000 a month due to picking up the phone late, missed calls, no show up rates, like low show up rates, and so on and so forth, that you need to calculate it during the meeting that you're having with these prospects. You want to make sure how much that cost them. Once you understand how much that cost them, it will make your offer the most irresistible valued offer that they come across. And once that happens, it's very simple. They're already seeing that you can fix the problem. They're already seeing that you have results. They're already seeing that it costs them way, way, way less than what they're going through. So it's just a matter of them making that decision and you making them understand that this is the right and smart way to actually move forward in the new age of AI without having to invest a lot of money with a predictable strategy. Now, the logic you're replacing is hiring a full-time receptionist, losing revenue from missed calls, damage from human error and slow follow-up, and damage from human error and slow follow-up. The script in action is a single missed call can cost a business like yours $200 to $800 in lost revenue. If you miss 15 calls a week, that's $3,000 to $12,000 loss every single month. So this is basically what I explained. You really have to check how much they're losing, how much they value their services, first of all, and how much missed call they're losing. And from there, you'll be able to know how much they're losing every month in actual dollars for you to basically have a before and after effect, and us versus what you're doing right now, and you versus you working with us right now. So the conclusion is, when you anchor against a massive loss, your fee is no longer a cost, as I said before. It becomes a high return on investment that pays for itself. Now, the profit accelerator, understanding the users-based revenue. This is the most passive, scalable, and overlooked revenue stream in the AI agency space. You earn pure profit every time an AI speaks. So the simple math is this. A wholesale cost, you pay to hour. You pay to the provider, which is Omnixis. It's a 16 cents per minute. The retail rate, you charge your client between 20 to 25, depending on the client. You can go up to 30. So that's a pure profit margin of 20 to 56%. And this margin is generating at zero labor. You're not doing anything at this stage. This is just you taking the minutes from us, selling it to your own client at a profit margin. Very simple. Now, why users revenue is then agency cheat code. Users revenue automatically scales your profit as your clients succeed, creating a powerful passive income engine for you. The example is this. One client, the scale reality is with 15 clients. Now, here's an example for one client versus having a scaled reality of 15 clients. Clients uses between, let's say, 2,500 minutes a month, which is very low in any space. If you go on through the real estate space, they spend a lot, obviously. Or car dealerships, they also do a lot of minutes. So you charge them 22 cents per minute. That's $550, right? Your cost is 16 cents, which is $400. So your monthly profit is $150. You're not doing anything, right? Now, you're probably going to look at this and like, $150 is nothing. Good. But let's look at it from a scale perspective. If you're looking at 50 clients multiplied by $150, just an average client, still looking at the 2,500 minutes, that's $7,500 pure profit automatic every month in your account. But if you're looking at per year, that's a $90K per year doing jack shit, literally. You're just getting that money into your account simply by taking the minutes from us and selling it to your clients. It's very simple. Now, expanding the structure. This is the upsell ladder. It's easy to sell more to happy clients than to find new ones. So maximize the LTV by offering additional services, as I said, when you can. Do not offer these things at the beginning because you need to make sure you know how to run the agency first. So potential upsells are very simple here. Additional AI agents, let's say you just sell them one AI agent as a receptionist, or one lead qualifier, or one cold caller who's doing outreach for them. Let's say they bought that one, and then later on they wanted an appointment setter. Then you're going to charge them a different one. You're going to charge them for that AI caller. Now, you can do also for multiple location deployment and management. Let's say it's a spa. They have one in Miami, they have one in New York. So you can do the same thing, you're going to charge them extra for that one. It's very simple. Advanced CRM setup and integrations. Whether you know how to do it or you want to come to us, we can do it for you. It's very simple. You can contact our tech team, and we can see how much it's going to cost. And then you can go ahead, take that quote, add your margins, and then send it to your clients. They pay, you pay us, and we make sure the service is done. Now, complex automation building. That's the same thing. Whether you want to hire from your end or you want to come to us and we build it for you based on a cost, you can do that as well. Paid advertising and management, PPC or social media ads. You already have the course for the client acquisition. However, if you're part of the coaching program, we will have a couple of calls. However, if you're part of the coaching program, we do have calls where we talk about ads and client acquisition for clients in different niches. So if you're part of that, you'll be able to learn, you'll be able to see how you can do it yourself. Or if you want to hire someone who can do it for you at scale, you should do that because at some stage, you don't want to be the one who's doing everything by yourself. Especially if you have not been able to do any advertising in the past few years and it's your first time. Now, premium support and strategy sessions. This is also another upsell you can bring to the table, which can be Slack channel, one-on-one with the clients, making sure every time they message you, they're available for them, so on and so forth. And strategy session where you can help them increase the amount of client acquisition, for example, appointment setting, seeing how the marketing is done. Because at this stage, you are providing the AI caller solution, but if you can provide also the marketing part, which is the top of funnel, you will be able to own the whole ecosystem for this client in terms of when the client hits the pipeline through marketing, which is you, and also when the lead becomes an appointment close prospect, a hot prospect ready to go for the acquisition. Now, the reinforcement. So your finance. Now, here's the reinforcement. Your finance architecture. Now, here's the reinforcement. Now, let's talk about reinforcement. Your finance architecture. Protect your cash flow and build resilient. Protect your cash flow and build resilient business with these 5 non-negotiable financial rules. So, setup fee is always paid upfront. This is a non-negotiable cost because you want to make sure you secure some sort of cash before you start delivering any results, right? Auto billing only. You don't want to be sending invoices and so on and so forth. If you are also part of the white label offer, you will be able to connect your own Stripe account and all of your clients will be billed automatically to your Stripe account. Very simple, very easy. 90-day minimum commitments. You do not want to take clients on a 7-day or 15 days or 1 month. This is still a business. Whether you're using AI or not using AI, there is strategies that need to be conducted. There is time that needs to be done. And there is things that need to be done properly with time for people to see results. If this all about get rich quick, and as you can see in our program, we're not here promising you the word. We're here telling you how you can do it properly because we have done it multiple times and we have results of it. We're not talking about things that we've seen other people doing. We're talking about things that we have done multiple times with proof and a technology that we built from scratch so you can actually go ahead and use it. So the difference here, you don't want to think with that loser mentality that I can just click 2 buttons and start printing money. It doesn't work, whether in AI space, e-commerce, dropshipping, we've done it all. We understand. Stop looking at this behavior or these businesses as you're going to get rich quick. You're going to build a system and you're going to scale it profitably and you're going to be able to do it for many years where you can actually be financially free. Now, maintain 30-day cash reserve. Keep the financial buffer to handle unexpected events, basically. Conduct a monthly financial review. Know your numbers, track your margins, and make a data-driven decision, not expectations and emotions, basically. Now build the now the bulletproof bulletproof. Now here's the bulletproof for your policies. Strong boundaries attract high quality clients. It's very simple. Weak boundaries attract problems. Codify these in. It should be this one. Now here's the bulletproof for your policies. Strong boundaries attract high quality clients. Weak boundaries attract problems and weak clients who's always complaining about anything and everything. Now, the non-discount policy. Your stance. Your stance. We don't discount the price. We add bonuses to increase the value. It's very simple. Reasoning: discount devalue your service, damage your positioning, and attract clients who haggle over pricing instead of valuing the results. The non-refund policy. Your stand. Once the setup and the onboarding works begin, the service has been delivered. Period. You don't want to be going back and forth with these people. And also, if you want to have access to our contract, they will be available in the SOP section. Reasoning: you are setting expert implementation, strategy, and setup time, which are resources that cannot be returned. The architect script book. These are scripts that handle key conversation with confidence and control. When stating your price, I charge based on outcome, not hours. The system is designed to pay for itself multiple times over through recover revenue and new business. When asked for discounts, you can reply with, "That's a great question. I don't offer discounts because the value is tied to the outcome. But what I can do is include, let's say, a bonus, extra strategy session, maybe, I don't know, like 100 minutes for free, something like that, to help you get results even faster." When anchoring to ROI, before we even discuss my fee, how much is one of your customer worth to you? Okay? And how many calls are you missing each week? That lost revenue alone is likely 3 to 10x more than my monthly fee. And this way, you're more talking logic than emotions or storytelling. Now, here's your assignment. Conduct your pricing blueprint. Define your tier 3. Define your 3 tiers. Set name, features, and monthly prices for each level. Set your core fees. Determine your one-time setup fee and your per minute usage fee, whether it's 20 cents, 25, it's up to you. Build your upsell letter. 3 to 5 additional high-value services you will offer to your existing clients. Do not start upselling before you get at least 10 to 20 clients. Formalize your policies and terms. Write out your non-discount, no refund, and 90-day minimum commitment clauses. Number 5 is practice your key scripts. Rehearsal the ROI anchor, the non-discount scripts until you feel natural and confident speaking about it. And last but not least, I'm going to leave you with the final thoughts. A strong pricing architecture isn't just about income. It's about building a business defined by value, respect, and freedom. And with that being said, I see you on the next one.